guys, so I'm going to go ahead and post reading chapter 1 on YouTube as well, just in case you missed the live stream, or not the live stream, we're using Zoom now so we can all see each other. So in case you miss a day or something, you can come and watch the read aloud on YouTube. So we're reading Lily and Miss Liberty by Carla Stevens, and I picked out this book because our last social study unit, we talked about a lot of immigrants coming through Ellis Island and how the Statue of Liberty was an American symbol and a gift from France. So I saw this book and I thought it would be such a cool read. So let's go ahead. Started with chapter 1, which is called The Present from France. It was almost time for supper. Grandma was feeding baby Charlie and Mama was cooking cabbage on the big coal-burning stove. After Lily set the table, she went to the parlor to read the book she had brought from school. Papa was sitting in his favorite armchair reading a magazine. "Look, Lily," he said. "Look at the picture of the French ship that is bringing the Statue of Liberty to New York. It is due here in a few more days." Lily sat on the arm of Papa's chair and peered at the picture in the magazine. "But where is Miss Liberty?" she asked. "I don't see her." "Below deck, packed in hundreds of boxes," Papa replied. "It will be some time before..." Oops, I skipped a page. "Before we can see her. First we have to build the pedestal for her to stand on." "Mama doesn't like Miss Liberty," Lily said. Mr. Lafferty put down his magazine. "Oh, I'm sure she does." "No, she doesn't," Lily insisted. "She says we shouldn't have to pay for it." "We don't have to pay for the statue, Lily. The statue is a gift," Papa said. "We only have to raise enough money to pay for the pedestal." "But she says the pedestal will cost a lot of money. She thinks we should use our money to help feed the poor people instead." Mr. Lafferty his magazine again. "Goodness, Lily, why bother your head about all this? Our class is raising money for the pedestal. And I didn't put anything in again today, Lily said. "I was almost the only one." "Well, well, Lily, that's a problem. Is it ready?" called Miss Lafferty. Lily and Papa went to the kitchen. Lily sat down at a big round table next to Grandma. Mama began dishing out the corned beef and cabbage. Papa took a big bite of cabbage. What a good cook you were, Mama." Miss Lafferty smiled at her husband. "Lily tells me that her class is raising money for Miss Liberty's pedestal," he said. Can't we think of some way for Lily to earn a little extra money, too?" Mama set her mouth in a straight line. "All I can think about is the poor people living in this city. No one thinks about raising money to help them." I know," Papa said. "But what a wonderful statue Miss Liberty is. And someday soon she will stand in our harbor to welcome all the immigrants like ourselves who have come to America seeking a better life and the freedom to enjoy it." So remember, immigrants are people who move to America, or really to any country, from another country. And Miss Liberty, or the Statue of Liberty, is used at that special island where immigrants would come through. And it's not open anymore, but does anyone remember the name of the island where immigrants would go and they would get checked out by doctors and have to fill out all those forms and things? I'll give you like 2 seconds to think of it. It is Ellis Island. Did you remember? "Humph," Mama said. "You can talk about freedom, but freedom won't fill an empty stomach." "Sometimes freedom is more important than an empty stomach, Mama." "You don't remember what it feels like to be hungry, Papa." "I remember." Grandma glanced at Lily. "All this talk isn't helping, Lily," she said. "How is she supposed to earn her Miss Liberty's pedestal?" Maybe she can help Miss Casella in her grocery store," Papa suggested. "Or maybe she could help Otto, the super sweep, in front of the steps of our apartment building," Grandma said. Papa pushed back his chair and stood up. "That was a good dinner, Mama." He turned to Lily. "Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm sure you will find something to do for Miss Liberty, Lily." After Lily helped Grandma dry the supper dishes, she went outside and sat down on the front steps. Although it was almost 8 o'clock, it had not yet begun to grow dark. Wagons and carriages passed back. A peddler walked by pushing his empty cart. 2 boys were playing marbles on the sidewalk next door. Suddenly, she spotted her friend Rachel across the street, pulling a little dog behind her. Lily ran to greet her. "Hi, Rachel. Where'd you get the dog?" "Oh, hi, Lily. Olga belongs to Miss Walensky. She's going to give me 10 cents if I walk her every night." Rachel looked pleased with herself. "More money for Miss Liberty." "Oh," Lily said. Rachel looked at, "How come you haven't brought in any money yet?" I had to mind Charlie yesterday, so I had no time to look for a job," Lily hesitated, before adding. "And besides, my mother doesn't like the Statue of Liberty so much." "She doesn't? Poor you!" Rachel exclaimed. "Oh, but I love Miss Liberty," Lily said quickly. "And so does Papa." "So does..." "What?" Lily asked. "I'm French," said Rachel. Lily glared at Rachel. "You're not." "Oh, yes, I am. That's what my mama says. My name is French." "It is not." "Yes, it is. My mama told me so." Well, Lily is French, too. Is not. I say it 100 times, Lily shouted. And I say it isn't 200 times, Rachel shot back. And then she took off down the sidewalk, pulling the dog behind her. Lily crossed the street and ran up the steps into her building. She ran up another flight of stairs to her apartment and burst into the kitchen. Why, Lily, what's the matter? Miss Lafferty asked when she saw her. I have a French name, don't I, Mama? Lily asked breathlessly. Lily, you know perfectly well you are named after my older sister who still lives in Ireland. So we know that Lily's family, the Laffertys, were immigrants from Ireland. But I could be French if I wanted to, couldn't I? Lily persisted. Rachel said her name is French, but mine isn't. Miss Lafferty laughed and gave Lily a hug. Your name is just as French as hers, Lily dear. Now get along to bed. Tomorrow's going to be another busy day for you. There's Lily and Rachel talking in that illustration. Lily looked at her mother. Do you really think I can earn some money for Miss Liberty's pedestal, Mama? Yes, Lily, but it won't be easy. There are many people who don't think as much of that statue as you and Papa do. When Lily fell asleep that night, she dreamed of a beautiful lady that had stopped her carriage in front of her building. Are you Lily Lafferty? Yes, Lily replied. Here is something for the pedestal fund, and she handed Lily a whole $1. Lily couldn't help but notice that the lady wore a crown that looked just like Miss Liberty's. And that is the end of chapter 1 with Lily and Miss Liberty. So go ahead and talk to someone near you, like a parent or a sibling, maybe even your dog, what you thought about chapter 1 of Lily and Miss Liberty. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.